Greedy Knight here with the third format of video, Casual Hunts. These will go over aspects of the game that don't exactly fit as a guide style, but don't really have all that much originality to them. For today, I'm just showing the difference between impact and element phials with approximately equal sets. Let's get on with the hunts. There are 4 in total, but these are the best takes that I collected. I will preface this with the fact that I'm not a speedrunner slash time attack enthusiast, so I took a few liberties with how the hunt was recorded. I started the time when I entered Yian Kut-kus area and stopped the time when it died. This was because throughout my runs, my hunter popped up in areas that left me confused and I had to hobble over to the hunting area. The only reason I use Valor style is because I played Monster Hunter Gen and mained Adept style. Striker is a good style, but as you can see in my runs, I do a lot of shield thrusts, which is why I don't run Striker, and I'm bored of Adept. The second reason is because Valor evades strictly buff Charge Blade. You can perform your normal attacks, input a Valor evade, and then change your combo line to fit the situation or straight up avoid deadly damage. In the middle of a laggy axe attack, press Y and you can do a double burst, super, or morph to sword and shield mode, ending in a safe guard point. About to die to Glavenus' helicopter slash, Valor evade right through it, and that's just covering the Valor specific stuff. It's just good practice to show the quest completion time, specific quests you are doing, your equipment and skills of your armor set. I'll be discussing this topic in a future video because I was curious what are the exact rules for speedruns and time attacks in Monster Hunter. I run the hunts in pairs using 280 raw and 290 raw weapons with similar if not identical sets. One misstep I had for this pair of runs was that I didn't get an artillery on the impact set, which will be a factor, but paired with longer purple and poison damage from Bellablog Scythe, it offsets the lack of artillery novice, being that the difference is about 2 impact damage. In the end, element was in fact faster. With similar performance, I couldn't kill kut-ku before it left to another area using impact, which resulted in the longer time. You can get into Valor mode pretty easily with Charge Blade. The Roundhouse Slash and Axe Morph fill the gauge really fast, after that you're in business. The Valor mode burst combo is the thing that keeps me hooked on Valor style. You can unleash your phials without using a super slash burst. The new burst 2 combo unleashes 3 explosions, which is the same as a super, so you are effectively dealing the same amount of damage, but the difference is that you can combo straight into a regular double burst chop afterwards. The super will always force you back into sword and shield mode, meaning you miss out on damage if the monster is still down. I know that regular axe mode subs in the upward chop for burst 2, to keep the axe combo going, but it is worse than both the super and the burst 2 in terms of damage, and online you're going to piss off anyone in the line of fire of your yeet chop. For the second set of runs I used the exact same set, and Charge Blades with nearly identical stats. Neither set had their Phial type buffed with armor skills, however I did eat for Bombardier for the impact run, There was enough purple sharpness to last throughout the hunt without dropping the white, and they had the same attack. The only main difference was Phial type. Legend Strongarm did have 50 affinity compared to the Estelos Charge Blade, which had 20, making it far easier to crit, but I tried to hit the head for both hunts, so that meant both runs had similar amounts of crits. The main reason I got into the rabbit hole that is Element Charge Blade is because I've been watching Monster Hunter World and Iceborne videos, and over in their Frostbitten and Viney pastures, their highest DPS meta sets in Iceborne are Element Vials. Although it's called Power Phials in World, it just got me thinking, what is the upper ceiling of Element Vials in Monster Hunter GU? Then I spent a full 2 weeks building every charge blade minus the worn charge blades because of bad RNG, and I just started testing. Of course, I had to build a set for Element Vial, but with my vast collection of charms and in-game resources, the Maset armor was more than enough of a tutorial partner. I ended up settling on an old Sharpness plus 2 set with 80% affinity on a weak spot and crit up, due to most of the non-dragon element vial weapons having mesh sharpness and not enough slots for the Isidora element crit up set. Times for runs will be posted down below, given a second or two of air. I intend to do a full video discussing this topic in length, but from what I've found through my week of using element files, hunts tend to be faster with or without gunners in the hub. The monster flinches a lot more and has been flinch locked more often. Parts break easier due to the quote-unquote higher damage of element files. Element attacks crit, creating a secondary crit attack effect as shown in clip 3, and element files do not crit, which is pretty unfortunate. In my opinion, the only reason that element is inferior to impact is due to the lack of good element weapons. The playable ones get outperformed in terms of damage, while the high raw ones lack one key feature to be viable, be it long white sharpness, high element, or positive affinity. That's it for this one. As usual, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Greedy Knight, signing out.